Hey guys, it's Wednesday, it's midday, and it's time for your Train with the Trainer. So if you're not ready, grab your kettlebell or your equivalent weight, have your chair, I gotta grab my chair, have it nearby, and then get your space set, get your tunes on. I got mine on in the background. And I'm gonna mute myself because I forgot that I'm on an 8-second delay, so I just gotta hit mute there. All right, where's my, there we go. I'm muted, don't worry about that. Last thing I wanna listen to is myself. Can't believe you're actually listening to me. All right, so I've got my kettlebell, I got my chair. We're gonna get into our warm-up. If you have any problems or any questions during the session, just throw it in the chat, and I should be able to see it. Pop it out, there we go. So, say hi when you come in. Let us know where in the world you are. Hopefully in English, because I don't speak very good at other languages apart from Spanish. All right, so we'll get warm. So we're going to start into our lunges. We're going to start with our feet hip width. Big stride forward, drop the knee to the floor, squeeze the abs, push off the sole of that foot, come back up tall. Big stride, drop knee, squeeze abs, push off sole of foot, and come back up tall. Nice and slow. It's all about getting warm. Take your time. That's it. Good stuff. So just working through the rep, focusing on the range of movement. We're not going crazy. We're just bringing the body up to temperature. Okay, so from there, we're now going to go into squats. Feet shoulder width, toes turned out, stick the butt out, sit the butt down. At the bottom, I want you to push those knees out aggressively with the elbows. And then you're going to hook your fingers under your toes. And we're going to hold it there for 3 seconds. And then we're going to raise the hips nice and high for a further 3 seconds, stretching out the hamstrings and lower back. And then pull yourself down into that squat again, driving the knees out with the elbows. So it's 3 seconds at the bottom of the squat, 3 seconds at the top of the squat. Keep moving. We're stretching out our hamstrings, we're stretching out that lower back, and we are focusing on warming up those areas and mobilizing. That's the one. Keep her going. Excellent work. Really feel my hamstrings feeling nice and tight today, so I've got to spend a few extra seconds just warming them up, stretching them out. Okay, so from there, channel your inner breakdancer, get on your back. Feet on the floor, knees are bent. We're going to drive our hips up into the sky from the heels. We're going to activate those glutes. We just stretched out the hamstrings. We're now going to hit them with the glutes. Bridging, pushing those hips up to the sky from the heels, getting the posterior working. That's the back of the body. Okay, let's take one leg off the floor now. Just isolate one side over the other. After about 4 or 5 reps, we switch. And then after about 4 or 5 reps on that side, we switch again. And if you're OCD inclined, we make sure that the reps are the same on each side. Otherwise, the whole world will implode. All right, good stuff. Okay, one more time on each side. And then we're going to straighten out the legs. Arms go out, crucifix. Raise one leg up, bring it across. Click, click, click on the back. And then back down and change. We're just trying to rotate as much as we can on the spine. A twisty spine is a nice and healthy spine, and we're trying to keep our shoulder blades on the floor at all times. So if your shoulder blades start to lift as the leg goes across, then we stop bringing the leg all the way across, and that is the range of your movement. A little twinge on my knee there. Don't know what's going on. In true fashion, I'll just ignore it until it goes away. No, I won't. I'll rehab it. Okay, up we get. We're back to our lunges. Just to put a cherry on top. Big stride, drop knee, hit the floor, and stand back up tall. So if you're watching this on record, give us a little comment below. Let us know how you got on. We will get around to it. We try and answer every question or comment that's posted below our vids. And if you want to ask us anything in particular, you can always DM us or email us as well. Okay, so we're going to be doing a series of Tabatas. For those of you who don't know what a Tabata is, it's 20 seconds worth of work, hard and fast, 10 seconds breather in between until we've completed 4 minutes. At the end of 4 minutes, you got a 30-second breather, and then we're going to go into a 2-minute window where we're going to go into pure endurance cardio. So get yourself set. First 2 exercises, we're going to need a kettlebell. First 2 exercises, we're going to need a kettlebell. You're going to go into kettlebell swings for 20 seconds. And then it's high plank shoulder taps, 20 seconds. Try and get as many reps as we can in. And we are going with our swings in, let me get my timer, 10 seconds. All right. 7 seconds, 6, 5. Grab your bell. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's swing. Shoulders back, chest out, head up. Drive the floor away. Squeezing those abs. Keeping the shoulder blades pinned back at all times. And the soles of the feet fully in contact with that floor. We never let our hips follow the bell across the room. We squeeze our abs at the top to stop that happening. And rest, bell down. We're going into the high plank in 6 seconds, and we're going to do alternating shoulder taps. 3, high plank, 2, 1, let's go. Tap, 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 tap. Keep that going. Keep the palm fully in contact with the floor. Keep the abs tight. The hand goes back onto the floor, directly beneath the shoulder. Not out in front of the face, directly beneath the shoulder. So it's a working plank position. 3, 2, 1, rest, up. 1 round of 2 done. We're going to do that 3 more times. Swings in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's swing. So we stay solid with that bell, soles of the feet, driving into the floor, maintaining that nice, aggressive drive down, standing tall, squeeze the abs at the top. 3, 2, 1, rest, bell down. Okay, we're back into the high plank. 3 seconds, down we get. 2, set the position. 1, let's move. I want you to focus on 2 things. You want to have the hands directly beneath the shoulders, and you want to have your hips as steady as possible. Keep moving. Keep the tempo up, nice and high. And rest, up halfway. We got 1 more or 2 more rounds of kettlebell swings. My timer is acting up. Okay, ready to swing in 3, 2, 1. Let's swing. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds time. We're down into the high plank position. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hit those shoulders and put those hands directly down beneath the shoulders each time. We don't want them out beyond the face. We want them on the floor beneath the shoulders in the plank position. 7 seconds. Abs tight and rest. Up. We're going into our last set. In 5 seconds, we're swinging for the last time. 3, 2, 1, and swing. So when we're finished this, we're going into our high plank, shoulder taps, and then we're going into a 30-second window. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bell down, hit the floor. We're going into shoulder taps in 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Plank it up. 1. Let's go. Shoulder taps. Keeping the abs tight. When the abs are tight, the hands can fly a little faster. Excellent work. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. You got 30 seconds. While you're doing that, I'm going to fix my timer. All right, so we're going to need our chair. Forgive the creepy breathing. All righty. So grab your chair. In 15 seconds, we're going to go into lateral step over. We got 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Standing side on to the chair. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So it's going to be 2-minute lateral step overs. Up to the side, down the other side, up to the side and back. That's it, nice work. Timer's acting up, but anyway, woo! One of those days where the timer isn't working. Kayla's behind the camera there for me, and she's gonna record 1 minute and 40 seconds timer now, so I can keep track. If you hear any beeps in the background, ignore them. Kayla's my official timer now for the next few. We're going for 2 minutes, lateral stepovers. So it's up to the side, back down the other side. And we're keeping one foot on the chair at all times. If you need the back of the chair as a support, that's fine. But the key is to keep working at about 60 to 70% of your max. How are we looking for time, Kayla? 1 minute to go. Legs are starting to burn. Lungs are starting to burn. So at the end of this 2 minutes, we got a 30-second breather. Then we're going into kettlebell snatch and hip taps. And that's going to be Tabata format, just like our swings. And during that 30-second breather, I'm going to madly panic. 45 to go. I'm going to madly panic and try and fix my timer. Whoa. Legs are burning. Woo! Shouldn't have done all those squats yesterday. 30 seconds. She's the talking clock. 20. Stay with me. Earn that breather. 10 seconds. And rest. All right, you got 30 seconds, guys. Take a breather. I'm gonna try and fix my timer. All right. Okay, that's where I went wrong. All right. Okay, so we're going into kettlebell snatch and high plank hip taps. Get your kettlebell. 10 seconds. 5 seconds from the floor, straight up above the head. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Straight up, back down, hit the floor, straight back up again. Keeping the abs tight, shoulders back, chest out. It's all about that energy, pushing down into the floor aggressively. And rest. All right, into the high plank position. It's going to be hip taps. 3, 2, 1, hip taps, let's go. Again, just like the shoulder taps, keep those abs tight. Everything else is the same. The hands go straight back onto the floor beneath your shoulders. 5 seconds. And rest. Up. Round 2. We're going to snatch that bell away from the floor. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 7 seconds. Keep the chest up. Abs tight. And rest. Woo! High heart rate. Okay, high plank. And hip taps, let's go. Keeping the hips as steady as possible. And by doing that, it requires an ab squeeze. And that is so tiring. 3, 2, 1, rest up. Woo! We're over the halfway mark on this one. We're back to the snatch. 3, 2, 1, snatch it. Always good to inhale on the way down. Exhale, squeeze the abs as you push the floor away. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds. Breathe. All right, hit the deck. 3 seconds, hip taps. And let's go. Keep the abs tight. When you get tired, you forget to squeeze your stomach muscles. Squeeze them. That dials in that nice rigid frame. And rest. Up we get. Last round. After this next set of hip taps, snatch and hip taps, you get 30-second window. Let's go. And remember, you're not pulling with the arm, you're driving with the legs. And the arm is steering all that energy your leg and hips are creating into the bell. 3, 2, 1. Rest 10. All right, 5 seconds, high plank hip taps. Earn that 30-second window. Let's go. Woo. Remember, squeeze the abs. Slow it down on the tempo if you have to dial in that technique. Breathe. Rest. 30 seconds. All right. So in 30 seconds time, we're going to go into our man makers. A man maker is a burpee with chest on floor, preferably chest on floor, and 2 rear lunges and a squat. So it's a burpee, a rear lunge, and a squat. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hands on floor, legs go back, chest goes down and up. Then it's a rear lunge, squat, repeat. And we are going for 2 minutes at the tempo that best pushes you to the maximum of your ability. Full range of movement, full focus on the technique. Okay, did you get some footage? That's it. So remember, rule number 1 of the burpee is get your hands on the floor. Then the legs go back, whether it's 1 by 1 or at the same time. And then as you come out of it, we're going to throw 2 rear lunges, knee to floor, followed by a squat, hips below parallel. And that is your full man maker. A burpee, 2 rear lunges, and a squat. And we got 1 more minute to go. Sorry, correction, 45 seconds. I'd be lynched. 40 seconds. Keep moving. Full range of movement. Slow it down if you need to. Good work. 30 seconds. Keep the width on the lunge. Keep the depth on the squat. 20 seconds. Legs are burning. Lungs are burning. Technique staying the same. 7 seconds. Time for 1 more. And rest. Woo! All right, you got 30 seconds. We're going into thrusters and toe taps. Nice work. Stay focused on the job at hand. All right, grab your bell. 10 seconds time. We're into thrusters. Get your bell, hold it on the chest, 1 hand or 2. 3, 2, full squat. Let's go, full squat. Punch it above the head as you come out of that squat. Driving off the soles of the feet, keeping the knees out. Engaging those abs to maintain posture and transfer energy from lower to upper. And rest. High plank. Toe taps. Get that big old butt up out of the way each time and get back to the plank. And let's go. Butt up, hit toe, back to plank. Butt up, hit toe, back to plank. Keep moving at the pace that allows you to maintain the correct technique, but also taxes you and really gets you struggling to maintain that technique. Rest. Up. Round 2 thrusters. Woo. Bell up. 3, 2, 1. Drop into that squat. Power the floor away. Steer that bell above your head with the energy you're creating with the hips and quads and glutes. 8 seconds. Keep your tempo up. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Back to the plank. Toe taps. Round 2. 5 seconds. Plank it up. 3, 2, 1. Hit the toes. Remember, bring those hips back to high plank after every tap. We're halfway after this. Woo. Heavy, creepy breathing. Rest. Up. Round 3. Onto the thrusters. Feeling good? Let's go. Drop it. Punch it. Repeat. And let that bell push you down into that squat. As it comes back to your shoulder. So it's one fluid movement from fully extended above the head, back to the shoulder, into the squat. Rest. Oh, that's taking its toll. All right, high plank, toe taps. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep it going, guys. Stay with me. Overtake me if you can. Whew. I'm struggling too, you know. We're all doing this together. Rest up. Last round on thrusters. Oh man. Is it just me or the thrusters absolutely kill you? And let's go. Squat it, punch it, drop it, punch it. Find the tempo that keeps your heart rate high, keeps the muscles screaming, but you can maintain control of. Rest. Woo! All right, last one on toe taps. I'm shouting now. 3, 2, high plank. Let's go. So after this, we got a 30-second breather. And then we're into lateral shuffle with a squat on each side of the room. So your space should be about 2 meters wide. You're going to do a lateral shuffle in a half squat position. Rest. 30 seconds. So we're going to start on one side of our space. We're going to have our feet shoulder width. We're going to be in a third of a squat. We're going to shuffle across. We're going to drop into a squat, shuffle back, drop. And that's going for 2 minutes. And we're starting in 5, 4. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We never let our feet touch. We never let our feet cross. And we take that extra second each side of the room to get our squat set up properly. And the whole idea is you're up on the balls of the feet. You're shuffling quickly from side to side. And then we're dropping to engage that full range of movement. I'm kind of doing almost a banana shape now. Just to get a little bit more of a shuffle in. Burning. Keep the knees bent on the shuffle. Keep the butt pushed back out the back. I'm going to go from side so you can see me side on if you need a point of reference. 1 minute gone, 1 minute to go. Remember, focusing on the depth of that squat. Keep the feet shoulder width, the toes turned out, the knees pushed out, soles of the feet fully in contact with the floor. Don't rush it. There's 2 minutes in here. There's plenty of time for reps, even working at a slower pace. Oh man, sweat is dropping off my nose. 30 seconds. Keep moving. After this, we're going back into our fourth and last Tabata of the day. It's going to be clean and jerk, and then it's going to be 3 amigos. That's shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip. So we're bringing the combo of the first 2 into play. Home stretch, come on. And rest. Woo! Okay, that's a high heart rate. So we're going to go into our last Tabata, guys. It's going to be clean and jerk. Bell starts on the floor. Think of your hips as a slingshot. Drive the floor away, abs stay tight. The bell is going to get propelled to the chest. Then we unlock the hips again, snap them back into place, abs stay tight, and then we power it above the head. Then it's high plank, shoulder tap, hip tap, hip tap. Alrighty, we're going in 10 seconds. Get your bell. Okay, 5 seconds. 4, shoulders back, chest out. Stick that butt out the back, abs tight, let's go. Clean it, hip drive, jerk. And we are focusing on the hips, not the knees. So we want those hips like a slingshot, and we want those abs nice and tight. And the only way the arm is working is if the hips are driving away from the floor. Rest. All right, high plank, shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip. Hooray. 3, 2, 1. Abs tight, shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip. Repeat. Got to keep those abs tight. Let the hands fly. The aim is to keep the hips as steady as possible. We don't want our hips swinging all over the place. There's a glass of water on the lower back. Rest. Up. Woo. Round 2. I think the heating's on in here. All right, clean it, jerk it. Let's go. So you are not sitting down when you're doing the clean. You're reaching your butt back behind you, almost like I'm trying to reach my butt to the wall behind me. And then I stand tall, shoulder blades are tight, abs are tight, and that bell gets popped onto the chest. Rest. The arm steers the bell. It doesn't pull at any point. 5 seconds on the floor. Let's go. Shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip. Abs stay tight. Heavy breathing, creepy grunts. That's what we want. And rest. Up. Here we go. Round 3 of 4. Oh man, sweaty mess. 3, get your posture. Let's go. Drive the floor away. Twice on each rep. First time is when the bell leaves the floor. Second time is when the bell leaves the shoulder. And rest. All right, third time out of 4 in the high plank. 3, 2, 1. Let's roll. Stay honest. It's just you. There's no one else around. Focus on your technique. There's no ego. It's just honesty with yourself. Rest. Up. Woo! Last round. Let's go. Clean it. Jerk it. Back to the floor. Don't hang around. At the bottom, reset your posture, have a quick look at your technique, and then release the hammer. 5 seconds. And rest. Bell down. You got a 30-second breather after this. In 5 seconds, we're going high plank. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, man. Burn. Shoulders, abs, breathing. Stay with it. Almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up. 30-second breather. All right, we're going to finish today's session on 2 minutes of lunge through. So we're going to have our feet the same width as that kettlebell. You're lunging on train tracks. You're not lunging on a tightrope. We're going to nail our left foot to the floor for the first 30 seconds. Right foot lunge forward, right foot lunge back. Repeat. 3, 2, 1. Right foot forward, right foot back. Tip, go. Try to get the knee to the floor in the front and the knee to the floor at the back. And the left leg is the one that's working. And at 30 seconds, we're going to change sides. And the aim, alongside the full range of movement, knee to floor at the front and back, is also to not let your foot rest beside the bell when you're passing it. Switch sides. Now lunging forward with the left, back with the left. A quarter of the way there. Oh. If you need to slow it down, slow it down. Your heart rate at this stage is plenty high. 10 seconds and then we're changing again. And that'll be the halfway mark. And change sides. Make it seamless. It's not a rest period. It's a change. That is getting tough. Woo! Home stretch. Oh, burn. Left leg is on fire. 10 seconds, we're changing for the last 30 seconds. Push it out of the mind. Keep moving. And change. Last 30 seconds of your workout. There's nothing else but cool down after this. Oh, fire. 17 seconds. Focus. 10 seconds. Come on, honestly, last 10. And rest. Woo! Oh, man. That is, whew. That's gnarly. All right. She's laughing at me behind the camera. Not faking it. Really tough. Let us know how you got on, whether you're watching it live or on record. Take a couple of seconds, just get the heart rate down. Hopefully the sweat will stop pouring off my nose and freaking me out. And then we're going to get into a passive hang. Okay, so feet nice and wide. Soften those knees. Stick your butt out the back and drop the backs of the hands to the floor. And with every exhale, I want you to relax more and more on the shoulder blades. Big breath in through nose. Big breath, release out the mouth. You're feeling that all the way up the back of the leg, from the heels into the backs of the knees and everything in between, your calf muscles, into the hamstrings, up into the glutes, over into the lower back to shoulder blades open out into shoulder sockets release their grip on the shoulders themselves. Breathe, 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 breathe. We're using this time to bring our heart rate down. Okay, so from there we're going to come up, keep the width, turn your toes to the right, drop your left knee on the floor. Your two hands or two elbows on that knee in front, and you're going to tip it forward like a throttle. And we're going to feel that stretch on the hip flexor and quad on the rear leg, and also a little bit of groin, glute, hamstring on the front leg. And the same thing is to let go, be passive on the shoulder blades and the hips and let them just drop. Don't ever push into a stretch. Drop into a stretch and relax down into it. Whew. Now I'm starting to sweat properly, if that wasn't enough during the session. All right, let's change other side. So 2 elbows on the knee. Tip it forward. Relax your shoulder blades. Stretch on the quad, hip flexor. Relax the shoulder blades. I think I might need a shower after this one. Train with the trainer. No egos. Can't let them beat me. All right, guys. Up we get. Whew. You might feel a little dizzy, a little spinny. That's okay. That's just the blood regulating around the body, I hope. Big breath in through the nose, out the mouth. That's your lot. Serious session. All shiny and sweaty. Right, guys. Have a good one. See you next live. Bye-bye.